And I'm going to be making my version of an egg slut sandwich, okay? So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a skillet, and you're going to want to turn that on about medium low. And first, this is how I'm making my egg slut sandwich. 2 eggs, 2 slices of bologna, a slice of American cheese, and a slice of Swiss cheese. And then for the bread, I'm using a bun, preferably a brioche bun. I love these things. And then I'm just going to be seasoning them. So what we're going to do is let this pan get hot. Once that gets nice and toasty, we're going to throw our bologna in and just fry it till it gets to a kind of a crispy texture. You don't want to burn it though, because I tell you, burnt bologna does not taste very well. But I will try my best to prop up this camera. I'll catch back with you in just a second. Okay, now I got it rigged up, that way my phone will just stay there. Alright, so the pan's nice and hot. What I'm going to do is put one slice of bologna and the other slice of bologna in there. And then I'm going to get... What I usually do is... I don't use a spatula anymore, but I use this rubber spatula. This is really good for cooking because it's just like a non-stick, smooth, just kind of a pickup. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch back with you guys once this actually starts cooking. The thing is, guys, do not season your bologna, or should I say bologna and cheese, because you're going to add cheese to it once it's actually good and done cooked. I'm actually going to show you guys what it looks like. It's kind of funny. So I just kind of... I hate the smell of cooking bologna. I actually hate bologna in general, but I wanted to try it because I didn't want to use Spam. And people say there's not much of a difference, which there probably isn't, but I'm not going to be the one to say that because I've never had Spam. But anyways, what I was getting to is do not season the bologna. We're going to put all the seasoning in the eggs to bring out the flavor of the eggs. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So I'm going to put you guys back and we're going to get cooking. Okay, so these pieces of bologna are actually ready to flip. They're nice and charred on the outside, and that's actually what I want. Alright, now at this point, it's charred on this one side, just around the edges. Flip this up so you can see. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the heat down to just the notch under medium. If you're on a gas stove, just turn it down where your flames are pretty low. Make this pig scream. And guys, I'll let you know, if you don't like bologna and you don't like Spam, you can also like go to the store and get like a boneless piece of pork, or hell, you can even use steak if you want. But pork is usually the thing for an egg slut sandwich. Usually. Alright, so these are nice. Now, I'll put my Swiss cheese down, and then my American cheese down. And I'm going to put this little bad boy right here on top. Oop, damn. This is so hard to control. Bologna. There we go. And then I'm just going to take it off the heat. I'm just going to let the burner stay on. That way I can cook the edge. But that's basically what it's going to look like. Okay. Now, while that's going, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to put a little lid over top of the bologna and cheese. That way it melts all the cheese. Now I'm going to whisk the eggs. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do scrambled eggs for this one. Okay. So, what I'm actually going to do, get a paper plate. I'll put this bologna and cheese on top. Just on the plate. Nothing too fancy or nothing. Okay. I'm going to get all this cheese and throw it away. Now, I'm going to get butter. Butter. Get some nice butter going in this pan. Now you just want to keep the temperature right where it's at, just a notch. If you're using just regular electric stove, just a notch right above or right below medium. Get this butter all nice incorporated into the pan. Okay, now you take your 2 eggs, crack one, crack the other 2. Now, with these eggs, I'm going to do something called marbleization, or marbleize, and I'll show you guys how to. Check back with you when the eggs are ready to do that. Okay, so now let me move this back just a little bit. Alright, so you see the eggs. The outside of the eggs are actually nice and cooked, but they're not like scorched and crispy. We don't want that. So I'm going to take chopsticks. You could actually use a fork with this, but I'm going to use chopstick. I'm going to take the eggs and just kind of bust them, and then without them spilling out, which I kind of already failed, I'm just going to kind of swirl the eggs around, kind of get that marble looking. And then I'm just going to kind of step that way it don't just start cooking real fast. I'll try to spread most of the egg whites and all the raw parts out. That way it all stays together in a big thing. Alright, now to that I'm going to add some pepper. I like coarse, so I always put it in my hand first, that way I can get a feel of how much I'm putting on. With coarse pepper, don't really need that much. Add a little bit of garlic powder. It's optional, you don't have to. I just like the... Alright, I'm actually going to turn the heat off because this is about done. And then you're going to use some salt. Get that real fast. And I like this type of salt. It's margarita salt, but I use it as regular salt because, I mean, hell, it works. Now, what I'm going to do is take this. I'm just going to kind of fold it over like an omelet. And then fold it over one more time. And then this excess, I just kind of eat. Now, I'm just going to twist this over and put this egg on my plate. Now what we're going to do, so we can get our bun. Take some of this butter here. I'm gonna turn, I forgot, but we had to toast the bun. So, turn our heat back on, actually. Get that butter nice and melted. See, if you don't have a toasted bun, you're in trouble. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, all this stuff over here on this plate isn't sitting over here cold. It's actually pretty warm. I have the burner on low, and I know it's kind of a dumbass move since it's a paper plate, but I'm watching it. It's not burning through. I've did this a lot of times, and it doesn't burn, so if you guys are wondering that, that's why. Don't be judging me saying that's a bad idea. So, put these chopsticks away. Okay, now for the sauce, this is optional. You can use ketchup, or hell, you can use like A1 or mayonnaise. I'm not going to use any of that. Okay? I'm going to use any sauce. What I'm going to do is hold my hand flat on this. It's nice and crispy. I'm going to turn off my heat because this isn't going to take much longer. Okay. Now I got my plate. And I will catch back with you guys here in just a second once we're ready to start assembling this. Alright, so we got our bottom bun and our top bun. I'll put the top bun to the side. See, now I got this nice and toast. Alright, what we're going to do is first, we're going to take our bologna and cheese. Ah, this is hot. Put that down on the bottom. And then what we're going to do is take some salt. This is just to boost the flavor, even though there's just a little bit of salt in the eggs. We're going to give it just a little, give it what it needs. Okay? And then we're going to take our egg, which is extremely hot. Oh, damn. And we don't have to add anything else. What I like usually adding at the end is a little bit of Italian seasoning. People are like, ew, Italian seasoning eggs. It's really not that bad, guys. It's actually pretty damn good. Okay. And then, actually, we are going to add a sauce. Be right back. Like I said before, I didn't really want to add a sauce, but I figured we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. So what we'll do is add a teaspoon or tablespoon, whatever you want to use, of mayonnaise. And then, give me a second, guys. Actually, I'll just do this. And then we're going to use the same amount of sriracha. And then to that, I'm going to add some regular pepper. And some onion powder. And garlic powder, actually. You don't have to use these, I just like using a little bit just to boost that flavor. And some Italian seasoning. Like I said, guys, salt and pepper is mandatory, but these other seasonings you don't have to use if you don't want to. I'm just gonna stir this up. Now, if there's more sriracha than mayonnaise, you can just add a little bit more mayonnaise. It's totally cool. I just a tad bit more mayonnaise. Alright, now let's get assembling this damn sandwich. Let's finish it. Alright, now, top bun. Take some of that mayonnaise, sriracha mayonnaise you just made. Put some on there. Be liberal with it too. Don't be afraid to put more. Okay, now just gonna push that down. That's done. Now let's get a super official sharp ass knife. I'm gonna use this fillet knife. I'm cutting this bitch. We're gonna cut this bitch open. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That right there is beautiful. Perfect.